In a quiet corner of a bustling town, there lived a man whose body was swollen with the affliction known as dropsy. His limbs were heavy with excess fluid, his movements slow and labored as he struggled to navigate through the streets. Despite his condition, the man remained steadfast in his faith, believing that one day, relief would come. So, when he heard that Jesus, the renowned healer, would be passing through his town, he knew that this was his chance for healing. On the Sabbath day, the man made his way to the house where Jesus was dining, his heart filled with hope and anticipation. As he entered, he saw Jesus reclining at the table, surrounded by a group of Pharisees and religious leaders. Summoning all his courage, the man approached Jesus, his swollen limbs trembling with each step. With eyes filled with compassion, Jesus looked upon him and asked the gathered guests, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not?" The Pharisees remained silent, their eyes filled with suspicion and judgment. But Jesus, undeterred by their disapproval, turned his attention to the man before him. Taking him by the hand, Jesus spoke with authority, "Get up and stand in front of everyone." With a sense of awe and wonder, the man felt a warmth flood his body as the excess fluid drained away, leaving him whole and restored. His limbs no longer burdened by the weight of his affliction, he stood tall before Jesus and the assembled guests. The Pharisees looked on in astonishment, their hearts hardened by their adherence to religious laws. But Jesus, with a heart overflowing with compassion, turned to them and spoke words of wisdom and rebuke. "If any of you has a child, or an ox that falls into a well on the Sabbath day, will you not immediately pull it out?" he asked. "And how much more valuable is a person than a sheep?" With his words, Jesus silenced the critics and affirmed the man's healing. And as the man left the house that day, his body restored and his spirit uplifted, he knew that he had been touched by the hand of the divine. From that moment on, he became a living testament to the power of faith and the boundless mercy of the one who had set him free.